Let's just throw one of these in there.
Prepare thine anals.
You hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, it's starting. No, we don't need that.
Oh,
PP
it's
and
your
hide
roll.
poo hole. That's weird.
Okay. So,
What happened last time, boys?
yeah.
Detour.
Fucking
Yeah,
detour.
well, you guys still have a fucking kobold with you.
No, we kept him with. We told what's his face to go talk to the healers or whatever of Candlekeep and tell them how
Yeah.
they have to destroy it. So we passed him off basically to the dwarf
Yeah,
that we
third.
helped.
I'm actually telling
Can
him.
you hear
fuck
me? I seem to
Yes,
my
we can
icon
hear you.
lighting up.
We can hear you, yeah.
Fuck. Fuck.
Shit, I forgot to walk the dogs.
Yuki's
I gotta-
walkies?
I'm trying to
Yeah, I gotta go do that again. Sorry, I'll be right back.
The fuck? You just walked him like 6 hours ago.
Unreal.
No way he has to walk again already. Jeez.
I'm walking right now.
Bullshit.
My phone. See if I can.
You're on your phone.
Estimated.
Poor people.
Alright, so it doesn't work on my computer, but it works on my phone. Good enough.
May have to pull an Eric and do an update.
Well, maybe. I'm also on mobile hotspot right now. My internet isn't set up yet.
Oh yeah, you're all moved in, huh?
Eves.
How does it feel to be a home owner?
It feels really fucking good.
Do you live in an HOA?
Pardon?
Do you live in an HOA?
Yes, I do. Good and bad. It seems good so far. I mean, I don't want this. It keeps the riffraff to 0, and it's not very expensive, so take my money. We also don't have to pay for water or trash in our neighborhood, which is good.
Oh, that's good.
Water and trash. It's like the main food groups. That's pretty good.
Yes. All right.
Best food group is.
Also have my mouse. I finally found it. I was using a trackpad for the last 2 weeks, so that's good. Bought a new office chair and put rollerblade wheels on it, so now I'm fast as fuck boy and silent.
Nice.
You guys didn't know it, but he just went across the room and came back.
Exactly.
Oh wow, fancy.
I actually did. One of the things I was worried about was it's kind of in an obscure place a little bit, like the address. I was worried that Amazon wasn't going to be able to find me, but they've been delivering, which is good.
It's Amazon. They know where everyone's at all times.
Google still has my address wrong, but Amazon's got it figured out. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm happy. I mean, it's the little things, right? As long as Amazon can find me, then I can survive.
I mean, you can get everything from Amazon now. Even a mail order bride.
As long as I can order my random $10 gadget off Amazon and have it in 2 days, I'll be happy. That I'll use one time and be like, damn, that's cool, and then put it away.
You're getting stuff in 2 days? Damn, look at you.
If you have Prime, you get 2-day delivery. What are you talking about?
I do have Prime, and it takes like a week to get to me.
Don't live in bumfuck Egypt. How about that? I don't know. I got 2-day delivery in Texas too, though, when I was in DFW.
It'll be 2 days, but a lot or more than 2 days now.
Stefan, do you get same day delivery in Austin?
He's out
He's out
walking
walking his dog.
Norman.
It has to. It has to say it's Prime on it though. Like you can't order random Chinese knockoff number 28
Right.
because that'll take 6 weeks to get to you.
I need to buy a new Xbox so I can play Battlefield.
Yes. Just get a Series S.
It has the best deals on it right now.
Eric, we don't have 2-day delivery. There's no distro center here. It's currently under construction, though.
Oh, that's why, because there's no super distribution center.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm like down the road from it. So I
Well,
actually
that
order
helps a
stuff
lot.
with 2-day delivery and it'll show up the same day. Like not all the
Yeah.
time, not a lot of times, but enough to like be like, holy shit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colorado, like Denver, has one out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And they built another one, like to be faster, like a staging area in Commerce City.
Jesus.
A lot of people there need to buy shit, you know.
Yeah, you got the munchies big time.
Lots of rich white people want their shit right now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but Andrew, I got my new Xbox off of the Microsoft's website.
Aren't they like, was it like $300?
I got the Series X, and I paid $50 more because I got the Forza edition. This is the only Series X I could find, and I was like, technically, it's within what I was gonna like. I was like, no more than X, like $600 I would spend on, and I got everything for like $580.
Damn.
Whew. Okay.
It's like twice as much as I want to pay, but if
But
that's
The Series S is like $300. Yeah.
Yeah, the Series
And
S.
those are available pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
Why would I want
just-
the X over the S?
The X has a 1 terabyte hard drive, and the S only has 500 gigs.
And you have to buy a certain cable to get 4K. Like the X comes
4K
with the cable.
120. Yeah.
Yeah, the X comes with the cord, but the S you have to pay like to buy the.
Well, the
that
S
would
can't
it.
do 4K 120 anyway.
Hold
Damn.
on, there's a cord that at least they said on their website.
So it's really an extra $300 to get 4K and an extra 500 gigs.
No, it's like 300 and 400 MSRP, right?
No,
For the X, no.
Or is it
No.
300 and 500?
Yeah.
God damn.
There's a disk drive on the big one.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
the
300 and 500, damn. Anyway,
Anyways,
if you
there's a
go to
frog
their
over
website,
here.
they'll tell
On the
you
boat.
what it.
Oh yeah, so I was kind of behind on the text. What were we all talking about Aussie or whatever?
yeah, we'll figure that out here in a second. But when we last left our heroes, they had finished rescuing Silver Song from a coven of hags, and were able to successfully cleanse most of their victims from the curses that their paintings had bestowed, including our friend Kahim. When they returned to Candlekeep, and they talked to a nice naiad in the springs, and learned that Master Clearac was seeking aid from some lesser deities that walk the material plane and its nearby planes. So, they returned to Candlekeep and were soon requested by Pelk, a dragonborn member of the Avowed, to help clear up an ongoing issue with a nearby group of Gripply fishermen that Candlekeep depends upon for the crabs that they keep. So that's where we were. Trying to think if there was anything else. Oh yes, so you guys wanted to look for some sidekicks, like Andrew was asking about. Meteor, the captain of the dog ear, the boat that ferries the crab meat from the Gripply village to Candlekeep. Seeing as there has been some issues, he has started to take some commissions to transport some, act as like a taxi to get people to Baldur's Gate. So you guys will meet some fellow travelers on his boat.
Real quickly, I need to be updated on DMD Beyond.
On D&D Beyond, you want me to update over to it?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Before we start rolling shit.
Update D&D. So update from Foundry to D&D Beyond, or reverse.
Reverse.
Okay.
One hop this time.
Yeah.
We did speak with Meteor already, right?
A little bit, yes. Let me get you all the way leveled up. You got your spells and shit. Ka-chink. Okay, you should be fully leveled up. Okay, so, yeah, Pelk showed you the Book of Cylinders, which was, actually I can show you what it looks like. She kind of laid the clay out, and it's the Book of Cylinders, and then she kind of sprinkled the clay out and rolled them along and showed you this supposedly prophetic story of a group of Gripply being accosted by some snake folk. So, is there anything the characters need to load up on before they head out?
I think we bought our potions. Shit.
I have a greater healing potion. I have one.
Yeah, same. We got 2,100 gold.
I definitely say we get some more potions.
We don't know what this sidekick might cost.
Yeah.
I just have 2 greater healings of potion.
So we got one more
And,
than
like,
everyone else. Thanks.
Raleigh thinking like as a bird, like I've been offshore many times, but I've never been so far that I can't fly back. So like I'm kind of nervous for this like situation where I'm ready to get started on the adventure, but like kind of worried that I don't know, just like being out to sea, not seeing other birds in the sky. It's going to be a really nice thing to see, like seeing birds for the first time once we get closer. So I'll be able to, fly out to land and shit like that.
We'll be staying along the coast. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll probably be able to see the land for most of the journey.
Birdman likes it.
Yeah. It's just, it's like 90 miles up the coast. But it's going to take like 36 hours with this little boat.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Alright.
But yeah,
I'll tell you what. Let's talk to this guy and let's see what we figure out with our sidekick thing, and then when we get to Baldur's Gate, we can get more potions there if we have the money.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Let us set
What's
off.
the captain of the dog ear's name again?
His name is Meteor Jans. He is a sea captain half-orc.
That's right. Okay.
Yes.
So let's go talk to Meteor.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to Meteor and get the show on the road.
All right. So you guys approach Meteor. You've talked to him a little bit at this point. I wonder if there's a photo of Meteor in here. Nope. Use your imagination.
Meteor.
Meteor. Zoltan. Anyway, he says, "Are you ready to be off?"
Yes.
Yes, we are ready to be off.
Aye. All right. Well, there should be 4 rooms below deck. We have a few other passengers heading to Baldur's Gate. Quarters are close, so you may want to make friendly with them. Be neighborly, of course. I don't want to have to handle any disputes.
Yeah, we're here to ultimately protect them and their route, so they don't have to pay these taxes in the first place. So I'm sure everyone's got the same agenda here. We'll be fine.
Yes, Meteor. Let's commit tax evasion. Let's go.
Wait, taxes? Alright, so you guys step aboard the ship. The dog ear.
Meteor, have you heard about our Lord and Savior Gond?
Says, I have only one god, lad, the sea. Which is, there's probably like a million sea gods. Probably Umberly, I think, is the god of the sea. Anyway, oh, nice. That looks monstrous. Holy shit. His fingers are actually okay though.
Oh, I guess I should post it.
I like that one on the right. Or it's on the right on mine.
You know what I searched for this one?
What?
I did Meteor the half-orc sea captain or something like that. That's it.
Yeah, that's totally him. Fucking dope. Man, that wheel would suck. There's no like little handles on it.
Yeah, he's a turn with his fingers.
he just has a wheel of fortune spin that shit.
You gotta have some calluses on your hands to stop that.
Fucking...
Well, you know who would? A half-orc.
Yeah.
He holds the ship like a gun.
He fucking puts his hand like in the rungs.
One of them, he literally had a mustache made of sword. Let me see if it'll upscale that one. Yeah.
Mustache made of swords.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta post that now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm going to right now. Boom. Done.
Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. He has 3 fingers and then 5 fingers.
Well, there's just 2 hidden, and then a mustache made of sword.
Well, you can have that.
Why would a
hand
half-orc
disease.
wear a green shirt? That just seems so stupid.
His other sleeve's blue, so...
It's me exact skin tone.
We'll never see it coming.
Yeah. Alright, so as you guys head below deck, they start kind of unfurling the sails, and they take off the knot that's holding them to the deck. And you pass by several doors as you're going through this cramped, kind of creaky boat with just like a single lantern hanging down here. You pass by a few open doors. Let's see. Somebody roll me a d6 and we'll see who's in the first one on your left. 1. Okay. You see, a kneeling dwarf. He's in full plate mail, head to toe. Cannot see him at all, like any part of his skin. And he's kneeling in front of a small, little kind of shrine he's set up. There's a hanging on like a stick. There's a small tapestry with the symbol of Torm, which is a gauntleted male hand, and he's sort of muttering a prayer to himself.
I make a
What you
disgusted
praying
face at the dwarf. I'm just kidding.
Do you speak Celestial? Anybody?
No.
I don't.
I
God,
do
I hope
not.
we come across a gnome.
No one speaks Celestial, so you can't really understand, but being religious people yourselves, you understand that this is a prayer.
What you praying about?
He sort of finishes a prayer and sort of stands and turns to you, and he says, I pray the same prayers every Tormsman prays. Prayers for justice and loyal fury. And he just kind of stands there looking at you.
Have your people been affected by all these incidents with the crab?
I have heard of this injustice, but no. I am heading to Baldur's Gate. I am coming from the south. Because you guys are headed north to where this crab shenanigans happened, and he's been traveling up the coast from the south, so.
Right.
He is one of the passengers that Mitra Jans is making some side money transporting to Baldur's Gate.
I lean over to Kahim and I'm like, this isn't the one.
That's you. When's the last time you had to be furiously loyal?
That sounds lame.
Speaking of conversation, we have a whole boat ride to go with this guy. 36 hours.
With this guy, we have a whole boat worth of people. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but fuck. He's out here praying.
Well, he's like
I
in
was
like a little
whispering
room.
to you.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Oh,
like
please.
saying that out loud to him.
So wait, what did you ask him? When was the last time you had to be?
Furiously loyal.
Says, I am always loyal to Torm. I am the hand resolute.
That's a little intense.
Oh, never.
Well, I mean, we're on our journey, to protect Candlekeep and its food supply ourselves. We understand the kind of honor and dignity it takes to sacrifice for your people.
Beam attempts to recall information about Torm.
Sure, roll a religion check for me. A 10. You know, Torm is the god of duty and loyalty and righteousness.
Who's it that you report to in Baldur's Gate?
He says, there are members of my order found throughout the Sword Coast. I travel to a chapel there to consecrate my new weapon. And he kind of gestures towards a flail that's kind of sitting there.
Cool.
Kinky.
Well, thank you for the light conversation. Sorry to bother your prayer. I know you may have cut that off short.
He nods and kind of like looks at you for a second and goes back to kneeling and starts more prayers.
I don't know. It seems like he's on the level. Might be a nice guy.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not sure we could convince him if he's already on a path for something else, but his dedication to loyalty and is all there. So
Yeah,
and his loyalty
but,
to education.
But my issue is what if we don't fall within his own parameters of what he considers justice and loyalty?
Yeah.
Because
That's a good point.
although we are trying to be good people, we don't do some things in ways that good people might, if you catch my drift. So,
Yeah, we've definitely been in some killing situations that have been kind of rough.
Well, with all my gripes about Clearac, I think that you three are kind of the embodiment of him. So I don't know. Give yourself some credit, maybe. Who else is on the ship?
All right.
door number 2. It's like we're picking our
Yeah.
first Pokemon.
You guys hear some commotion in the next room. As you are alarmed to see a very large Minotaur swinging a battle axe wildly. There's sort of a flash of light, and he swings at it before it disappears, and he says, "Begone!" And he kind of smacks it into the wall of the room he's in, and it kind of sticks there. And he's kind of like panting.
Is he yelling at us to be gone?
No, he's swinging at some kind of. You see, like a pale, like white light that he was swinging at. It's disappeared now.
So as I open the door and I see that, I'm like, you have a fly problem, huh?
He kind of snorts through his nose, and his nose ring jiggles a little bit. He says,
Ew.
"I am haunted by a cursed spirit."
Well, that sounds like an interesting story.
And then, just to your left, a mist sort of materializes into the form of a beautiful elven woman, and she says, "Apologies for his disturbances. His anger really gets the best of him sometimes." He immediately yanks the axe out and, like, hammer throws it across as she disappears, and it, like, sticks into the wall behind you over your left shoulder.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, don't tear the ship up, all right?
Yeah, throwing axes is fine elsewhere, but when we're talking about the whole of the ship, let's I mean,
You look
it's not a long
large enough,
journey.
You might be
Friend,
able to
if we were anywhere else.
Otherwise, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
We don't want you to destroy the one small boat we're all on, all right? Just please.
All right. Kahim kind of tries to hide behind everybody as he makes the motions to use detect good and evil.
Okay. Let's see what I put him as anyway. Alright. For the aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. Yeah, that spirit is definitely undead. It seems you see like a you know how like in Skyrim where you cast like detect life and you can see like that kind of cloud
Yeah.
through the walls. You kind of see that this white cloud where the spirit is sort of invisible in another section of the boat, but you see this sort of like thin line of that energy sort of linking it to the Minotaur before you.
It's like tethered to it.
Yes.
Well, it seems as though you have some previously alive malady upon you. An undead, if you will.
Yes, this cursed spirit has been following me since I came of age.
So what brings you on such a journey?
I seek answers, and I seek a priest or a wizard or anything that even consort with a demon to be rid of this annoying elven bitch.
Excuse me?
He kind of like snorts again as he like rips his axe out of the wall, kind of like puts it on his back.
You have a magical axe?
He says, "No,
Well, there's your problem. Potentially. What? How did you fall into this situation? When did you start seeing this person?
Said since birth, didn't he?
Since he became of age, yeah.
Oh.
He says,
Since he got his horns or some shit.
yeah. Well, he's like,
His balls drop.
Since he
Big
started
old
getting
bull
horny.
balls.
says, I'm the last of my clan. And when they all perished, when I was young, I set out on my own. And when I came of age, when our people would normally celebrate and be jovial, I was cursed. I don't know how or why, but this spirit has become tethered.
Kahim tries to recall information about a poltergeist-like undead curse.
And what is this spirit's name?
I don't even know if I actually came up with that. Let's go to the Elf Name Generator.
Kahim just yells to the wall, "Hey, what's your name?"
She sort of,
She kind of reminds me of like Moaning Myrtle from like the Harry Potter movie, where she just like shows up like, he's okay.
she sort of
He's just
materializes,
mad.
yeah, in front of you.
I'm gonna touch your butthole.
Her name is. We're gonna go with Ava. She
Which
says,
way does
"I
it-
am Ava."
Ava.
And Ava,
Yes.
are you with... Oh shit, what was his name? Did we even get his
Yes. And this is Tunrox.
name? Ava, are you with Tunrox with ill intent?
Heavens no. I'm trying to guide him and help him show the truth of what he is. Help him learn the truth of what he is. But he is a very, stubborn individual.
Is this curse magic familiar in any way?
No, and you don't, yeah, you haven't heard of this, and she doesn't seem to be, trying to fool you or anything.
Well,
Well, we're just making our rounds, making introductions. It was nice to meet you, Ava and Tunrox. Tunrox?
Tunrox.
Tunrox.
Yeah.
So please,
I'm not making pictures for these guys until.
I like clasp
Yeah,
my
I'm
wings
totally
together
teasing.
in like a prayer, and I'm like, please don't destroy the ship. But I'm sure we'll talk to you again later.
Ava, take it easy on him.
She says, "Of course," as she sort of poofs out of existence.
And next room.
Oh. Oh,
And
great.
so like
Oh,
as
so
we're like
great.
walking down the hall, like I kind of talk to the group like, hey, like this guy obviously is extremely beefy and not afraid to like get aggressive. There may be a way that we can offer to like get rid of this haunting spirit for him in order, in exchange for his assistance, and we can obviously pay him.
Right. And perhaps maybe massage the relationship between the two and make it more amicable and not one hating the other.
Well, we've
Yeah,
already taken
that's
a
true.
hoof step in the right direction by going to Baldur's Gate. It's a good decision.
Yeah, so as you pass by, there's a door on your right and a door on your left. And you hear calling from the door on the right. I guess they're not really doors, they're more like, curtains. And these two are pinned open. And you hear a high pitched female voice saying, I hear you've met our newest neighbors. And as you see, you turn to your right, and sitting in a tub is a frog creature, one you've probably never seen before.
Ew!
What's he doing?
She's just sort of sitting in this tub of water.
And
Ew.
what might your name be?
Tom Kench.
Yeah.
She says, "Ah, I am Mudgewudge," and she sort of like waves her hands. And she says, "If you are a frequent denizen of Baldur's Gate, you may know me as the conch player for the Shining Scallops." She kind of holds up for this seashell and kind of blows a tune into it. It sounds very melodic and pleasant.
Might you give us a performance while we're on this boat for 3 days?
Thought you'd never asked. I've been on my journeys. Every member of the Shining Scallops actually has gone their separate ways for inspiration, so that we may meet back in Baldur's Gate in 1 year. I've been working on this one. She sort of blows into it, and it's a work in progress, but you kind of feel the beat.
Giving a little head bob at it, like, oh, nice. Good.
Yeah, let me
Raleigh only has one dance move, and it's just like head pecking forward.
do a
Trash dove.
Yeah.
As Kier starts trash deving.
Oh yeah, she does pretty good.
Hell yeah. Do we feel good afterwards?
Yeah, I mean music warms the heart, all that.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a civilization of, is it Grung?
Gripply.
Gripply.
And this is a
This is a frog creature of some type.
frog creature. Excuse us, but have you ever made a trip to, I forgot.
Where all the
The
Gripply are
Grip-
from.
It's just called the Gripply Village. Yeah, there's no real name.
You ever visited the Gripply?
No, but one of them has visited me, and she sort of gestures across the way to the door open on your left. And you see a another Gripply, or not, another frog creature. This one much leaner, much more tree frog-like.
Dude. How do you not
And
want
with
that?
him, yeah. And
Dude,
with him there is a he has a giant crab with him, kind of hiding under the bed.
Thank you, Mudgewudge. We look forward to your music along this trip.
She nods and she goes back to practicing.
Yeah. And I go walk over to that guy because he looks fucking cool. He's got a pet crab.
Yeah. He sort
like-
of looks.
I'm
Yeah.
happy with that, but it's just like obviously not the kind of person we're looking for. But I'm totally down for the beats. In the
Oh, with
meantime.
Mudgewudge? Yeah, yeah.
So you see, let me look at him.
Yeah, Mudgewudge is tight. It's toy. That's not what we're looking for.
Yeah.
So you see him. He's sort of trying to coax the crab out from under the bed with like a piece of fish, and he's speaking to it in a croaking sort of voice. He's speaking Aquan, so I believe only
Ah, damn it.
Kahim can understand him.
I was almost on the 18. It would have been cool.
Is that a primordial language?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kahim, what's he saying?
Okay,
He's like, yeah, he's like, come on, Chubbs. Come on. Come here, boy. I know it's scary. I know you'd rather be in the water than on top of it. But we're almost home again.
hello, I'm sorry to barge in to your quarters here. My name is Kahim. We are the Scions of the Desert Forage.
Forge.
Yeah, forage. Porridge. And
Forge.
There is no Aquan word for desert.
we're Scions of the not
It's like when you hear the
sand.
Spanish commercials and they say Kentucky Fried Chicken in the middle of it.
Yeah.
What?
You never heard those?
I like the Japanese ones better.
It's literally like the whole commercial's in Spanish. Like it's like a whole Kentucky. It's a KFC commercial.
But yeah.
But Kentucky Fried Chicken's the name of the restaurant, so they don't
Kentucky
translate
Fried
it.
Chicken.
So they're like, oh, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh my god.
Being sick
I
at home
forgot
and
that.
watching Spanish television, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
Hold
it is.
on. 1 second, I'm getting a phone call.
Dude, because sometimes they had this like Jerry Springer like show on one of those Spanish channels, but they actually let them fight. It was I had no idea what was going on, but it was awesome because they let them fight.
Yeah, the guards are like, no, stop.
Yeah, no, don't hit him. Here's a
Oh.
knife. Don't hit him with the knife. Here's a knife. No, please don't use this pile of baseball bats. No. Stop it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sometimes
There's a
Jerry
episode of,
Springer would run out, or Maury Povich would run out,
Okay.
and so you had to go watch on something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
this is what you hear. And
need
you
some
said,
help, do you need some help getting Chub Chub out from under the bed?
you said, oh, Chubbs will get used to it soon. He's gonna have to.
You said you're on your. Oh no, I didn't hear this. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was saying anything.
You're the first Gripply that we've ever met. I just wanted to let you know that we're headed to Gripply Village to offer some help.
He smiles and he says, thank you so much. Yes, it's been, oh man, at least a 10 days since the Serpent Folk showed up. It's very strange. We met first a group of Serpent Folk who seemed friendly. They were nice. They were kind. They were excavating a nearby temple, an ancient temple of their peoples. We talked to them, traded a few things, and they were fine. But then, soon afterwards, another group came. These ones were not friendly at all. They've kept my people hostage, mistreating them. They've even begun to eat our eggs. He looks very distraught.
So I lean over Kahim's shoulder and I'm like, do you by chance speak Common, Elvish, or Gnomish?
He makes a riveting noise, and then in Aquan he says, I speak the water tongue and the Gripply tongue.
Wait, did you understand him?
No, he just assumes that's what he asked.
Oh yeah. So sorry about him. Those 3 scrolls, was that a message from the village, or was that research uncovered in Candlekeep?
That was the book. The cylinders was brought to Candlekeep many years ago. It was thought to be the person who delivered it swore it was a prophetic thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't gotta
And then-
apologize because I'm trying to communicate with someone.
So the person who's having let us know about this job is they handed those to us, and then I assume we rolled it onto a paper, right?
Yeah, you got to do the clay, but you had to leave it at Candlekeep.
Oh, shit.
Because you can't take books from the collection out of the fortress.
Well, there was a prophecy delivered to Candlekeep about 10 years ago that explained or described exactly what you've just said. The reason that we've been sent is just helping out with some muscle.
His sort of his throat kind of puffs out and he makes a ribbit sound and he says, I thank you for your help. Please let me know. I'd be happy to vouch for you and take you to Pond Mother myself.
You're headed to the village as well.
I'm going to attempt to get there. I was the one who was able to escape during the initial assault. I stayed in the woods nearby,
We
observed
can all
for a
do this,
day,
right?
and then
This is
ran.
common tongue.
No, you can't hear any of this. All
Okay,
going
okay.
to game. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Pardon me just 1 second, and then Kahim relays everything to the group.
Yeah, and because we can openly talk in front of him and he can't understand us, so I'm like, honestly, it'd be, and not just because it's a cool Gripply guy, it makes sense to have him join us in this endeavor that we're on, because he would have inside knowledge on the Gripply village, and he would know his people and how to speak to them and all that. So,
Yeah, he could translate for us. We'll definitely need him.
but we need to
Yeah,
figure out a
let's-
better way of communication where it's not just through Kahim. No offense, Kahim.
Does he speak? He doesn't speak Orc, right?
No, he speaks. No.
Aquin and Gripply.
Well, I mean, the thing here is, I mean, you're right. He has no bronze, but this is it's like a brains situation, not a brawn. So,
Sounds like regardless, he'll be joining us on the trip to the village anyway.
right. So maybe we don't have to like. I mean, we have good intentions to help him and his people by proxy, but we don't. I mean, I get the feeling he'd be kind of loyal regardless. So I don't think he's one that we need to really court.
Hey, don't let his looks deceive you. He could be very strong indeed.
So
It could be.
Kahim turns back to him and says, we hope to give as much help as possible. Thank you for your time. We're going to continue making greetings around the ship.
All right. He says, I hope we will be able to travel to the village together. I am Hrakpok.
Perfect.
Correct, Hawk. This is not the last you've seen of us.
Yeah,
We will
it's
join
kinda
you as we offboard.
Kind of sounds like a Klingon name now that I say it out loud.
So kind of in like small talk on our way to the next room, if there's an next room. I'm like talking to Riley and I'm like, it's not always about size and armor. For I am a small bird, Riley, you know this. But it is hard to penetrate my skin.
Yeah, I get it, but you know, after we had an extremely intense fight recently that we almost didn't walk away from, and I don't want to lose my brother or my friends in the search for our master. I think the intelligence approach is noble, but like I said, he's going to be someone that's going to be around regardless because he has his own interests.
All these racist against frogs. It's okay. We can just move on.
Okay, it's 6 rooms in front of you. 3 on the left, 3 on the right.
Holy shit.
Which way do you look first?
Do we roll a die?
Yeah, I mean, you can just pick.
The first room on the left, and then we'll go all
Alright.
the way down the hallway to the last room on the right.
Okay.
Or the last room on the left, I guess.
All right, so you look to the left and you see this room is all over the walls are plastered these long scrolls with this writing on it that none of you can understand unless Resme chooses to use her Helm of Comprehending Languages. And at a desk in front of
Wait.
you,
I have that?
yes,
Yeah, you literally could have listened to that whole conversation.
yeah.
Wait, it's not even in my inventory.
Well, you should put it in your inventory.
I think it got taken out.
Make sure you add it to D&D Beyond. So that way when we port over...
It's right there in your equipment, Helm of Comprehending Languages.
Oh shit, there it is.
Oh.
It's not equipped, but it's there. Anyway, so
Recipe is holding a helmet on her in her arm, and she's like, "God, I wish I could understand what they were saying."
It's
Anyway,
just chilling in my backpack.
so sitting at a small desk in front of you. These are small rooms. There's just like a small desk and a bed. About it. With its back to you, there's a figure about human size, wearing like full, like samurai armor, with the sort of splintered kind of mail. You know what I mean? And he is riding away. Do you use your helm?
Yes.
All right. You place it upon your head and activate the spell. You need to touch whatever you're trying to read with your hand.
Walk up to what he's writing and touch it.
So wait. So if I have it on, can I hear other people talk languages?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You can use you cast the spell on yourself. You can understand any spoken language. You can read any written language as long as you're touching whatever it's written on, but you can't speak.
But I can translate it to other people?
Yeah.
Okay. I coolly walk over to the guy writing and just, like, place my hand onto what he's writing.
Oh, God. You're not going to touch any of the other things?
Yeah, there's like 15 things on the wall.
Yeah, there's all these things on the wall that with
there's
writing
things
on it.
on the wall.
But
I
you
didn't
can
know.
just-
I did not.
Yeah.
Just do it sexually.
She touched his face.
Do it sexually. Try to seduce this.
I have comprehend languages. It'll be fine.
What do you want to do?
What do
That's
I
fine if you want to do that.
What do I
I just
do
wanna make
to
sure.
seduce the?
Oh,
What
God.
role do I have to
You
roll?
just walked in. What?
You're going to try to seduce him by touching his paper?
You're not even a
And like
bard.
what you?
All right, hold on. Let me find this.
Disadvantage.
Touch it and draw little circles with your finger.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
so
this.
what do you say as you approach?
I go, hey, what you writing about? Like, just like genuinely curious about like what they're writing about, and like I try to like peer over to look at it, and I like touch the end of it, just like, oh, what's this?
So a couple things happen. One, you kind of see the text on that page shifting into letters that you can understand. But at the same time, this armored person turns to his left a bit startled, and you gaze into what would be his eyes, but is actually just a moldering skeleton in a suit of armor.
Oh,
You seduce him.
Yeah. It says nothing, and you fought skeletons before. It doesn't look like very animated at all. It's just kind of like sitting in there in the helmet, and it's sort of like it's startled. It kind of moves backwards towards the wall, away from you. It has its hand on its katana. As it looks around, you see.
I'm just
The
waving
text.
at him. Like when he looks up,
Yeah.
I'm just waving at him like friendly. Like, hi.
And I think it takes actually 1 minute for you to understand the text, if I remember correctly from the spell.
a minute.
Yeah, I think it's 1 minute per page. I think. Let me look up
So-
comprehend languages.
You're just like rubbing all over his paper he's writing.
For the duration, you understand the literal meaning. Oh, that's funny. It takes 1 minute to read 1 page of text. Understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface. Okay. So yeah, it's sort of you read it, and it's like it's talking. It's sort of like a diary of sorts, and it says things like traveling for months, still unable to find a solution. The armor still holds my spirit and my dead body inside.
Oh Jesus!
I have tried. I've tried great spellcasters and fae, great wizards. I've tried various warlocks and sorcerers of Kalimshan. Now I head north to Baldur's Gate. And that's when you interrupted him.
He doesn't speak any languages that I know, correct?
He does not speak at all. He's got no vocal cords. And from what it says,
Riding on, what do I know? Like, outside of having the Helm of Comprehension on, would I know, like, what language he would be writing in?
roll a history check.
And I just say, hail and well met.
Okay, yeah, you know,
Told you guys there was an undead in this room.
yeah. Well, you're still concentrating on your spell. There's no like undead energy coming from this guy.
Oh.
Skeleton inside that armor is not animate, but the armor itself is. So you see, you kind of look over the style of armor he's wearing, the katana, the way he's riding, right to left on these long scrolls. You know that this guy is from a far eastern continent called Kozakura, which is basically Japan.
I was about to ask, is this man Japanese?
Well, that doesn't exist in this realm, but
He is no man.
Man is a skeleton. Whoa! Sorry, we're not here to cause any trouble. We were just making our rounds and greeting everyone aboard the ship.
His katana is sort of like half out of its sheath, and he kind of slowly slides it back in.
He understands. Not that he wouldn't understand. Sorry, you know the way you look.
We've seen enough fighting recently. Let's try to keep this boat free of that.
You guys do know this is some sturdy armor, but a not so sturdy person inside.
I don't know what that even means.
So you're telling us that this might be some good armor to steal?
He understands common. I'm
Or
sorry.
maybe that he might be pretty good in combat, but also bad at combat.
Keem offers him another piece of parchment from his pack, as well as a pen. He says, he just wanted to make sure that you're able to communicate. Sorry to intrude. Here you go.
So he sort of uses the quill and kind of jots down. It's very broken common. And he just says, what need? And then a question mark.
What need?
I'd probably
Okay.
just kind of I just kind of look to the group and just say you want to talk about a conflict of understanding. There's obviously an understanding guy that's not generally combative. I mean, he put his katana back in, but he's really on the fence. And I mean, do we really want? I don't know that we want to spend a lot of time trying to convince this guy of who we are, what we're trying to do, when he barely understands in the first place.
Well, he's a person too. Come on. No.
Well,
Hey,
it
do you
sounds
wanna-
like he can understand us, is what it seems like.
And so,
Yeah.
Raleigh looks over at him and says, "Is that the case? Can you understand us?"
Yup, nod yes or no.
He
And then
sort of
Keem flashes the paper. Guys, he's right here.
he sort of nods.
He should be able to nod.
He sort of the helmet lowers and the skull is kind of loose in it, and after the helmet lowers, the skull follows and dings against the inside of the helmet.
Oh shit! What the
It's
fuck? That's
pretty
cool.
clear the skeleton is just in there and not.
Just suspended in the
Yeah.
armor.
Yep.
Do you want to help people out? And you might have to get into some fights. Are you interested? Nod yes or no.
We haven't even asked any of them up to this point if they want to join us, but now we're like,
He's not a
samurai?
toddler.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I like him. He's cool.
So he
I
sort
mean,
of
he's cool
holds.
because he didn't talk it, but like we're gonna have to just trust his moral compass, and I don't know. That's like judging that. It's gonna be tough.
Well, perhaps when we're done with the Gripply, we can try to figure out what's wrong with
Yeah.
him.
Let's find out what his deal is.
So he writes down, need gold. Searching answers.
We can provide you with gold
How much
if
gold?
you are loyal to us.
And we may provide you with answers. We're scholars of Candlekeep.
What answers do you seek? And then Raleigh like gestures to the paper.
And he just writes, return flesh body.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, it appears as if. Well, I guess. Hold on.
Can I cast Divine Sense?
Yeah, sure.
It appears as if his armor is animate and the body inside is not. And according to what he just said, he's trying to return his body back instead of the animate armor.
Yeah, he writes
Okay.
down spirit in armor, body destroy.
I cast Divine Sense to see if he is good or evil.
He
Do-
is good.
I tell everyone, I'm like, I hear heavenly music. This is a good soul.
Alright, well, let's go meet the rest of the people and leave him to write. We're sorry to interrupt
Wait, do we
you.
each get
Oh.
one companion?
What was. No.
No.
What was your
Oh.
name again?
He writes down something, resume. It like doesn't translate
Okay, like, does it.
because it's just a name.
Right, but like, does the name have letters that like we could like, his name's Bob.
Can
you
I
know,
call
like-
you Steven?
Let me look up something.
Does a language share a script?
No, it's like Japanese.
Right, but like, wouldn't.
He can try to write it in like,
Engel's eyes?
yeah.
Can you phonetically put your name here with common wording?
Is your name Bob?
Yeah. So he writes down,
Bob Chan.
yeah,
Bob
he write- Bobson. He writes down Katai, Katai.
Katai, is that correct?
He sort of does the hand sort of like wiggle of a flat palm, you know.
Alright, well, we'll go with Katai for now. It was nice meeting you, Katai. You go back to your writings. Hopefully we'll talk
Sorry for
again.
interrupting.
Yeah. Okay, and the last one. Across the way on the right, you see a gnomish woman. She is clearly
Know what I'm saying?
clearly a spellcaster of some sort. You see there's several like hourglasses she has there that are sort of the sand's going in reverse. It's floating up. And she's got
She's a
some
backwards
clockwork devices. Yeah, I love the backwards hand. And she has some clockwork devices, some like keeping time and stuff. And she's like writing down in a spell book.
So I say in Gnomish, because that is one of the 3 languages I speak. Good morning, milady. And I tip my fedora at her.
She sort of
I don't.
turns to you and says, "Morning, noon, night. It matters not. Time is relative." She goes back to like writing in her spellbook. What can I help you with? She's like not even looking at you when she's talking.
We're the deserts of the Scion. Wait. Scions of the Desert Forge. We're on our way to the Gripply village to figure out what's going on up there with the serpent people overtaking the village. What brings you on this journey?
I travel to Baldur's Gate for more spell components, perhaps a few research novels from a colleague of mine. The Gripply are a resourceful breed. I have come across a few in my travels, and will come across a few more. I do hope you'll be able to solve their issues. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Would you be willing to help?
She sort of looks at this clockwork device, and it's sort of ticking, 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 and then it sort of like stops for like exactly a second and then keeps going, and she goes, yes. And she goes back to writing.
Okay, and what was your name?
I am Zinniana. Zinniana Geffelweppel.
Okay, Zinniana Geffelweppel. That was nice meeting you. I'm sure we'll
She
see
nods.
you again amongst the next 3 days.
Yes. And the last 4 rooms are empty, and for you.
Oh, that's nice. These quarters aren't as tight as we originally expected.
It's a very small room.
Yeah, I mean, we'll still take
Yeah.
our space.
But we each get one.
Yes.
Nice.
Alright, let's go talk on, I guess, the upper deck and discuss what we think about all these people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
say-
this is a little crammed.
You
Down
each
here.
pick a room, set your packs down, and head back up to the. Resume, are you still wearing your plate armor? Because like, pretty ballsy on at sea.
No, I have it. I have it off in
Okay.
our room.
Just
Like,
wondering.
I'm still wearing my chainmail, but like, I can easily ditch that if we start sinking. But I have made sure my sword is with my. Oh shit, my. Yeah, I just have my dagger really on me.
Dwarf, Minotaur, Gripply, other frog thing. Yeah.
All right, I guess it would be metagaming for me to show you their stuff before.
Well,
I don't think I'm gonna.
I'm wizard.
Yeah, time wizard.
I know that because I was there for the art creation ever. Saw it pop up on my phone, and I was like, "Oh look, a time wizard."
Time wizard.
So depends what you guys are looking for. You've got 3 martial guys down there, right? You've got Tumrox, who's a barbarian. You've got the Crusader, who's a paladin. You've got the Armor, who is actually a monk. And then you've got 2 experts with Ragpok and Mudgewudge, and then you've got a spellcaster, a wizard with Zinniana.
Experts. What does that mean? Is that just like a skills
That's like
expert?
it's like a rogue or like a bard kind of thing.
What was the samurai?
He's a monk. He's a Kensei monk.
I still think we have our best bet with the centaur guy.
The Minotaur. Yeah.
Yes.
Gonna have
Tumrock.
to get a hold of himself.
I think
Yeah,
for
we can,
fit of
he's
the-
way
for
too
fit of
brash.
the
Yeah, but
team
if he
in
knows
combat-
that we're like. Go ahead.
For fit of the team in combat, yes. But he also sounds like he might cause some strife in public places, or if we end up getting him into Candlekeep, is he going to be an issue? You know?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the whole reason why he's so. I mean, yeah, you're right. He could be a loose cannon just in general, but I feel
That's
like
my
we've got.
job.
I feel like we can still fix that. So the whole point is like getting him and his spirit to like coexist, or like convince him that we can get rid of her.
I do like the samurai guy.
Kahim
That's
begins
too much
to
work for the
write.
samurai guy.
What?
Kahim pulls out 4 sheets of paper and begins to write a book.
That Gripply would be smart to have.
The Gripply would be smart to have now, but who knows what he'll be able to bring with us in the future. And at least the samurai can communicate to all of us and understand all of us, even though it is in a lesser form. The Gripply can only talk to one of us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, communicating with the samurai is not going to be possible in times of fighting. I mean, he understands what we're doing and what we want, but we're not going to be able to hear him if he has something to say.
But we.
Well, we won't hear the Gripply either, is my point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are all like one ring of telepathy away from being solved, by the way.
True. I mean, personal pick, I'd pick Samurai. Party fit, I'd pick Minotaur.
I just think the Minotaur's going to get us into some situations that we don't need to be in.
No, are we going to pretty much have like the frog guy just as well?
Well, we're gonna have the frog guy to the Gripply village. Beyond that, probably not.
At the same
Right.
time, the Minotaur is going to be able to get us out of certain situations, like deadly ones.
But
We
my
try-
question is, will he be the reason why we're in them?
I don't know. We seem to be the reason why we're in them a lot.
So, okay, let's say we get put into one of those and he makes it worse.
Hmm.
I feel like he's too much of a loose cannon that he could turn on us.
I don't know.
Yeah, so when you guys walked by, he was calmed down, and he and the spirit were talking. He seems to have outbursts, but like he can control himself when he needs to.
There we go.
I wish we could
Marshally
help the
is-
samurai, but hire the Minotaur. Because, like,
Yeah.
as a personal motivation, I have more motivation to help the samurai's side quest than any of the rest of them.
Well, who knows? He's about to arrive in Baldur's Gate, so he may very well figure it out pretty quickly.
Should we go back and talk to the samurai and see what kind of general fighting experience he has? Because we can tell by just sheer brawn of the Minotaur it won't be a problem, but we have no idea if this guy's even actually swung that sword once.
No, not Harper.
Isn't that right? I mean,
well,
we have no-
let's talk to him. What time of day is it right now?
The sun's going down.
Yeah, maybe we should talk to him more tomorrow. We have time yet. Let's not.
Yes.
Let's not
Does
interrupt.
armor
his-
need to sleep?
Well, we need to sleep. I don't know. He says it's his spirit, and the spirit might still need sleep. I don't know how that shit works. It's beyond my comprehension.
So the martial guys that might be like heavy guys, we got the dwarf, minotaur, and the samurai.
I don't know. Well, we don't know how heavy the samurai is. Is he more of like a
Right.
medium armor, but he can dish out a lot of damage kind of thing, or I don't know.
Yeah. He seems like he doesn't have a shield, and he's not like a big hulking guy. But yeah, he's a monk. He is medium AC. Yeah.
I definitely, although the time wizard would be really useful, I don't think we need someone else with low HP and low AC.
Right. And then the dwarf.
I'm okay with that. I mean, I get the samurai, thought process. I guess I'm on board for that. I'm
It's just
a little
fucking cool as
weary.
shit.
It is cool.
Like he's fucking cool.
Yeah, that's fucking dope. That's a badass character design for sure.
I literally just saw this
And in
this
reality,
morning.
what do we play D&D for?
All right. Are we gonna put it to a vote before we go
Yeah,
to sleep?
let's vote. Yeah, let's vote.
All right.
Kahim, what's your vote?
Not me first. No.
All right, Raleigh, what's your vote?
I
Same.
vote
Oh.
for the samurai.
Eric,
Akir?
I said your name first.
Samurai.
I was
Okay,
gonna
let's
vote
go.
Samurai as well.
Let's go samurai.
Yeah, let's go Samurai.
Katai, you have taken our hearts.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna vote Samurai as well, regardless of what you guys said. So.
You shouldn't have given it to Samurai.
Dang. He's actually like in D&D rules. He's not a samurai. He's a Kensei monk because there is a samurai subclass, but he's not that.
In the armor.
Yeah, I haven't found a good image for him yet.
Oh, bro, roll it up.
I mean, we can
No,
go
we
with
did-
this one.
We did earlier.
But I don't know because there's too many skull motifs on the armor itself, which wasn't what I was going for. And also, he has the 2 right hand syndrome.
So
Or two
this
left
is
hands.
not at all a samurai, but this is still my favorite
Oh, that we generated.
one generated so far.
All right,
It's so fucking cool.
That is
Yeah.
pretty neat.
that is pretty dope. Okay, so decided to take Katai with you.
Well, hold on. We gotta. This is still. We gotta go talk to him about it first.
Yes.
Yeah. Still gotta roleplay that.
Yes. So, on your way back to your rooms after getting some fresh air, preparing to hunker down for the night, you see Katai with his back to you again, continuing to write.
I walk over there and I sit and I go in front of him and I was like, Katai, would you be interested in joining us on our quest where we will promise you gold and hopefully some answers?
He starts to write in his language on a scratch sheet, and this is much more coherent thought this way, Resme. And he says, I'm seeking my body to be restored. I was a warrior, far off land, centuries ago.
Long ago in a distant land.
Yes, yeah. Aku the shapeshifter. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, in a distant land.
Basically, yeah. And he says, I was defending our keep from invaders, and they had a dragon they had twisted with magic. When its fire breath claimed my life, it bound my soul to this armor. It is my true quest, my one desire, to restore myself. I need gold to do so, and I will protect you with my life. But I will not do harm to innocents.
We do not harm the innocents, and how much gold do you need?
And so he writes down, it says 35 gold per week.
That's pretty negligible.
Deal.
Hold on. Let's discuss this, guys. Alright, we're totally
Yeah.
doing this shit, right?
Pulls out a giant sack of
Yeah.
money. Let's see if we can afford.
We're definitely 100% doing this shit, right?
Yeah. We can afford this. I mean, just think of our passive income from the mine. I mean, this is a
Yeah.
worthwhile thing.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
pay.
sure.
Let's
Gold
pay
per
him
week.
for a
So
month.
I walk
right?
over and I'm like, alright, after some deliberation, I think we can pay you 35 gold a week.
Can we pay him
It'll be
like
tight.
a month in advance?
It'll be tight, but
It'll be tight.
It'll be tight.
It'll be tight, but it'll be so tight.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
it'll be tight and sick.
Pretty tight.
Bro, actually, fuck this. Let's go see if the ship captain will take us to your country. Fuck Candlekeep. Let's go.
Yeah, let's. Sorry,
It's a
Stefan.
dragon to kill.
We're taking this over.
Yeah.
Make sure he knows about clear act and shit. Resume.
I'll
I mean, we can
I'll
all
spend
talk
some
to him.
time catching him up.
We can
Yeah,
literally
you-
all talk to him.
You can also pass around that helmet if you need to.
Yeah, I just take off the helmet. I'm like, Akir, you're up.
I think. I mean, I don't know if you have to attune. I can't remember, but it's whatever.
We'll say you don't.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. And it can only be used like once per long rest, I think. I can't remember.
Okay, we go take a long rest, and Akir comes back and fills him in.
Ooh. Ooh, that top right one looks pretty cool.
Oh, that one does look cool as hell.
I wish he
But
had
also
like
that top left one
feudal,
looks-
feudal Japan like red samurai garb on. So I keep picturing in my head.
For some reason, that
Feudal.
left top one speaks to me.
Comprehend. While wearing this helm, you can use an action to cast Comprehend Languages spell from it at will. Uncommon, does not require attunement, has no charges. So yeah, you can just pass it around.
I just
Take
like
one in.
in the helmet. There's the instructions for it, and
Yeah.
what's
It's
the
written in a
language?
language no one can understand.
Oh no,
Without having the helmet on.
it's written in Elvish, so Kahim can't figure out how to use it.
Alright. So now with Katai, the Kensei armor in tow, you guys are prepared to take on what the Gripply village has to offer. Also taking Bragpock with you. You guys do stop in Baldur's Gate. Is there anything else you want to do while you're here?
Do you guys need some like good Riley? Do you need like some good arrows or anything?
That's a good question. Let's see.
Do we need like any like specialty weapons up like for Akir? Do you need like some brass knuckles or anything?
No, I think because that removes it. Does it still make us unarmed if I have that?
No, there's technically no fist weapons in 5e, right? I think you just get bracers that can fuck with shit up.
Okay, because I was like, what did I get with Ho Silver Gloom?
Bracers of defense. I think we already have those.
Yeah, I think I have them.
No, you have. Do you? I thought you had
You
bracers
have
of archery. Yeah.
That's right.
Can we find some bracers of defense?
It's just like a +2 AC, I think.
You can try to find some, yeah.
Do you happen to have, by chance, just like a list of magic items that we can...
I would if you had gone to the Candlekeep shop. But in Baldur's Gate...
did.
Well, I asked if you wanted to go before you left. You said no.
Last session.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on, let me do rarity, uncommon, and common, and we'll see what we got here. What are you guys looking for?
Just seeing what's.
Is there that ring you mentioned to talk to Katai?
Yeah, apparently that's not a thing in 5e, but I'm going to make it. Ring of telepathy. Which will give them telepathy. I think it's one creature within 120 feet or something like that. So he can't yell things out. ring that grants the wearer the ability to telepathically communicate with a chosen creature within 120 feet. The wearer can possibly target a creature, whether it's willing to communicate or not.
Dude, they're throwing rats out onto the ice at the Toronto, Florida hockey game right now.
Rats? They just have rats in their pockets?
There's
they
like
alive or
there's
dead?
like 150 rats on the ice right now.
That's disgusting.
Are they alive,
Let's see.
rubber?
Yeah, they're all running around.
Like, we need this detail, Andrew.
No, they're rubber, and the players are now shooting them into the net.
Oh,
As you should.
That's
All right,
funny.
yeah, you guys can find while you're here a few different potions. We'll look at those first. We've got some. Oh, can't get that. Potions of water breathing could come in handy. You've got some potions of resistance to various different damage types. There is one potion of growth available here at this shop. What else we got? Let's go for rings.
Let's
I was like just
let's check
looking at
out
my
what rings we
bracers.
got.
How do I actually equip these bracers? Because they're showing not equipped.
There should just be like a little shield next to it or something
Yeah.
that you click and then it
Oh,
equips them.
equipped. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me close that. We've got a Ring of Obscuring. Lets you cast Fog Cloud. Ring of Mind Shielding.
Something Sauron in hell.
What the fuck? Some Ring of Water Walking.
Doing a lot of walking.
A pair of Rings of Shared Suffering. That could be fun. Let's see. Let's go on to armor. There's various adamantine armors here, which just make you immune to crits. There's some Mariner's armor that gives you swim speed. There is some mithril armor of various kinds. Let's go to this. Hold on real quick. You come across a group of people selling staffs, and there are some rare ones here. You do see a Skyblinder staff, +1 quarter staff, +1 to all spell attacks. And then if you see a flying creature that makes an attack against you, you can like blind it with your light. It has to make like a con save.
Okay.
Spider staff lets you do spider climb, and then poison damage on hit. We got a staff of defense. While holding this staff, you have a +1 bonus to your AC. 10 charges, which you can cast the following spells: Mage Armor or Shield. No components are required. Cost 1 charge for Mage Armor, 2 for Shield. We got a Staff of Healing here. 10 charges, you can cast Cure Wounds, Lesser Restoration, or Mass Cure Wounds. Oh, Bard, Cleric, or Druid. Never mind. There is a staff of swarming insects. Lets you cast giant insects and insect plague and insect cloud.
How about annoying bee?
Basically, that's what that is. There's a staff of withering. That's more of like a melee thing, though. There's a staff of the woodlands here. You're not a druid, though, so you don't care. Just stop me when anything sounds cool and you want to talk about it more.
That's enough.
Any interesting
rod-
opinion?
The staff I have right now is already dope as fuck compared to those.
Oh,
Okay.
Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Yes.
+1 to my spell save DC.
Eric, what were you looking for?
hold on. Let me check something real quick.
Weapons.
Weapons.
You do see one bow that catches your eye. It's a dragon wing bow. The tips of this magic bow are shaped like a dragon's wings, and the weapon is infused with the essence of a dragon's breath. When you hit with an attack roll using this magic bow, target takes an extra 1d6 of the same type as the breath infused in the bow. Let's say it's a gold dragon, which would be did they do fire or is that brass?
Lightning, I think.
Lightning.
Or is that blue?
Dragon. Breath weapon is fire breath. Yeah. Fire breath on a gold, so it does an extra 1d6 fire damage. It also, if you don't have any ammunition, it will produce its own.
Then you need that, Raleigh.
What does it do? Sorry.
It's a bow that does an extra 1d6 fire damage, and you don't need arrows, it'll produce its own.
Okay.
And then...
How much does that cost?
that would be 800 gold, I think. Let me look up.
It'll take like a third of our total gold for the group.
Bro, if you don't have to worry about arrows and you get an extra 1d6 hit on it, that's worth it.
I think so too.
Are there any bracers of defense in here? I didn't see that.
I guess that's under Wondrous items, huh? Let me see.
Or an amulet of health.
I do see an amulet of health here.
Which is
Looking
that?
for there's some boots of elven kind. Bracer of flying daggers. There are bracers of defense. They're going to be 1,000.
Oof.
Jesus.
The amulet of health also going to be 1,000.
Well, it doesn't have to be right now, but at some point, I'm gonna want those. It can be at one like later, but at some point.
Are
Yeah.
layaway available?
No.
I
So-
definitely say we get.
We have
Raleigh his
2,100 gold.
We gotta pay Kataya's fee.
Yeah. Okay. So he's 35 a
weeks
week.
on end.
So
Yeah.
how often do we get paid?
You get how much was it? Was it 200 a week? I can't remember.
Yeah.
We
I
got
mean,
like fucking 2,000.
If
or
we
some
get
shit.
200
Oh
a
yeah,
week,
well that was like like 6 weeks worth or some shit.
if we get 200 a week, we could easily buy both of y'all these
still
items
cover Katai. Yeah.
and still cover Katai.
And still be able to
and-
get other stuff later.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait
Because-
for our next payment, and then we can buy you guys an item or whatever.
I have a great shield, sword, and plate armor. We need to get y'all up with weapons and
So,
shit.
would you think it'd be more pertinent that I have more armor class or more health right now? Eventually, we'll have both, but right now, what do you think?
I
makes
say
sense?
armor class just so you take like they have to roll higher to get you.
Okay.
Since you have to be up in personal. That's what I personally say is
Kahim, have you randomly looked
good
up on
point.
Google the best magical items for Warlock by chance?
No.
because I have lay on hands, so I can heal you if we need to.
Yeah. If everyone's cool with me and Riley getting those, then that's fine. I guess there's only two
I-
people that have to.
I say yes.
I'm gonna look up these rings of mind scaring or mind shielding and obscuring real quick.
Katai, what do you say?
Oh yeah, you
Thumbs
can't.
up.
Ha!
He just gives a thumbs up.
Ty just like nods.
Oh shit, Stars game. About to start. Probably
It's already started.
Yeah. Well, the puck drop sometimes is like at 7:50 and sometimes is at 7. It's hard to.
That's why I was happy that overtime game ended like 2 minutes in, because they didn't have to like switch channels and bullshit. Just TBS, good to go.
Why is my divine sense down to 1? Oh, I don't know why I did that.
So wait, what did you get? What are you trying to get, Raleigh?
I want the bow that
The dragon
Oh.
Bane,
Yeah.
The dragon bow?
it has infinite arrows, and if he hits, it's a 1d6 additional damage.
yeah, and my bracers were unequipped during the last session, so this will be extra damage too on that. So
Yeah,
it should be
the dragon
evenly-
wing bow is only 800.
How much can we sell
850.
the his bow +1 for? Poor Lucas.
Yeah, you can get like 350 for that.
Oh,
Or,
shit,
so you're talking-
or I
Gonna
can
be
take
about-
the bow as well because I have a short bow right now. So
Yeah, I can just give it to you.
Give him the bow. We're good. We can easily spend that 1800. Really feel it.
Yeah, then we can sell both of our
our normal bows.
other bows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much was our normal bow gonna get us? 5 gold?
Yeah, probably nothing. Alright, who am I giving this bow to?
All right, so I just gifted my bow to
No,
Akir.
you gifted me your leather armor.
What?
You gave me your studded leather +1.
Okay.
So make sure
Alright,
you
I'm
re-equip that
giving-
whenever you get that back.
All right, so give item short bow +1 to Akir.
There it is.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, I will drag the...
I'm gonna give one item to test.
What? He's not logged in, it won't work. Dragon Wing Short Bow. I'll drag over to Riley, and then I'm gonna need to edit it. I think, to make sure the damage is right.
2115 minus 800 minus 1000. So we'll have 315 gold left still, which is
Oh my god, it just includes all of them right now.
Damn, that was a huge hit.
I want to roll damage on this right now. Just to see what it looks like, because it would be like 1d6 of everything. Yeah.
That's cool.
Sorry, I have to take everything off except for fire.
I feel like Marchment gets hit a lot. He also flops.
Yeah.
He also does flop a good bit.
I hope the Stars beat the. You're playing the Kraken.
It's funny how much Avs fans support the Stars have right now. Considering we're
yeah.
rivals, but all the Avs fans are all on our side.
Because
So
fuck
funny.
the goddamn Kraken. They won. I
Alright, cool.
broke a
Yeah.
guy's neck and no suspension.
Yep. And you guys just had several players missing, so it sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like some Avs fans text me today, "Go Stars." I was like, "Oh, well, fuck you," but
If the Stars win it all this year, that's who I want to win it all.
All right, take off the 850
Yeah, I'm
from the
down to
party
three.
stash.
Yeah, I'm down to
And
315 currently.
all right, what else are we doing?
Oh wait, I guess hold on. We'll wait for Kahim. He's looking at some rings. Sounds like.
Yeah, the Ring of Mind shielding, I believe it was.
No, it's not going to be of any use.
Oh. Well, for right now, then we'll do the bracers of defense.
Yeah.
And we still have more gold than when we started for the first 4 levels.
There is some rings of protection. They are like 1800.
Well, we'll save it for that because I think that's fucking. Is that just +1?
Yeah.
Isn't there a cloak that gives you +1 to AC and something else?
There are a couple different cloaks that can do that, and there's also like some robes that can do that.
Yeah. I think that's what we should try to do for.
There's the Cloak of Displacement and shit.
Oh hell yeah.
Cloak of
Yeah,
the
the ring of
Bat.
protection would help with it gives +1 AC and to saving throws also, but it's all saving throws.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I think there's maybe not. I thought there was a cloak that does the same thing and it gives you something else. Maybe not the saving throws though.
Ring of protection would be the only one that helps me out. I don't know how much it is.
We don't have enough for that right now, so we'd have to save up for that. Regardless, it's 1800.
There's a robe of useful items.
It sounds like some shitty street peddler sold his robe.
Dude, it's the funniest fucking item. It just has like little patches on it, and like you rip them off, and then like they become real. It's like, you know, like there'll be like a potion of healing, and you'll rip it off, and then it becomes real. And there's also like a horse and like a 25-foot ladder. Shit. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Also, one of them is like the coolest one is like a window, and you can just throw it on any wall. And
That's awesome.
yeah.
Alright, I guess because we can't do the ring anyways with the costs, we'll do the bracers of defense, and then the next buy we'll get the ring. We'll save up for that one.
All right. Take those down.
Next buy.
Yeah. Okay.
Brought to you
So
by
you guys
Best
group back up.
Oh.
Do you offer anything to these other characters before they depart?
should we ask the samurai guy if he needs anything?
He's gonna say his soul. His soul.
No. I mean the other 5. Actually, I think Mudgewudge is staying aboard, and so is the Gripply. So the other 3, the Dwarf, the Minotaur, or the Wizard.
I don't think so. No.
All right. So they depart to Baldur's Gate. Ship's a little lighter as the party goes back aboard with some newly acquired items. Makes their way towards the Gripply village.
How do I equip the bracers of defense? I mean, I have them equipped. How do I get them to work?
Boop, boop. Okay, looks like your AC is currently 17. If I unequip them, it does nothing. Okay, I'm just gonna hit configure armor.
Oh, I hit attune. Now it works.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know that was an option.
I see that now, yeah. AC of 19 is a monk, big dick. Alright.
Hell yeah, dude.
So as you guys sort of,
Hell yeah, Wadid.
you guys stop just outside the village. You can sort of see it in the distance. There's a lot of like sprawling docks and stuff coming off. But you stop at this trading post. Let's see. As this is farther from the village, this is where they would land to like actually do trading with the Gripply. They don't like go to the village for it. But you're a couple miles down. As the coastal mist clears, you get your first good look at the Gripply trading post. Ramshackle shelters are clustered around a large permanent building. The low rumble of many voices, softly croaking, can be heard as your ship pulls up to the dock, where Gripply bearing weapons are waiting to meet its passengers. So, let me go to. Need to get Ragpuck and Chubbs and Katai. Alright. So, Ragpuck talks to the other Gripply in this croaking sort of language. They sort of look over at the party and Katai. Do you guys say anything to these two guards?
I say something to Kahim. What is he saying?
He's speaking Gripply. Kahim does not understand.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Resume, what does he say?
What did he say?
He's just says like, they were said, "Welcome back, Ragpuck. You bring with you strange company." It says, "These adventurers are to speak with Pond Mother at once. They intend to help us with our snake problem." And the two other Gripply sort of look at each other and move their crossed tridents. And they sort of wave you guys over, and you start to walk towards this trading post.
I just repeat
Oh, go ahead.
all of it to you guys.
So as I walk by, I look at each of the guards and give them a head nod as like, thank you, kind of thing.
Yeah. They sort of are taken aback at the skeleton that walks behind you all. Okay. So you guys go into this large building. It's made of like mud bricks. And you see there's a bunch of Gripply here, some of them still injured. You can tell this is clearly not like a permanent home for these people, right? There's hastily packed bags and makeshift beds and chairs and things. Let me find some good music while we're here.
Turn
music.
it down.
Mud music.
Yeah. Not tavern music. Events and situations. Investigating a good mystery.
Oh, I was like, do frog noises.
Well, I'm also gonna do, I think some... just swamp one here.
Tadpole noises. You know.
Okay. So, you see these frogs kind of all looking at you, and they're ribbiting to each other, and in sort of the center of this circle where they were all sitting and talking, there sits a very old-looking Gripply. Instead of wielding a trident, she's sort of leaning on a cane. And she speaks out in Primordial. She says, "I expected Candlekeep to send reinforcements sooner." She sort of looks you over, gauging to see if you guys understand.
Fahim translates.
We just got here.
I'm also. I can also translate too.
Yeah, we got here as soon as we could. Tell her
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, she
Like, we
nods.
just found out, and we were
Yeah.
here within hours. Like, we got on the boat within hours of finding out. We wasted no time.
She nods and she says, "Thank you. My people suffer. I'm sorry if I'm hasty." And then she says in comment, she's like, "I can speak the common tongue, but it is difficult on gripply vocal cords. But I will tell you what has happened here.
Yes, please go on.
A month ago, a small group of Wanti arrived here, claiming to be followers of a benevolent deity they called the Scaled Mother. They were friendly, good-mannered, the opposite of the other Wanti that we've encountered before. They expressed some interest in excavating and restoring the previous site of our village, a mile or so from here. I saw no reason to refuse. But then, 10 days afterward, another group of Wanti came on the scene. They attacked the village, killed any of us that tried to resist, and captured those who weren't able to escape. If
What motivation do you suppose they had to do that?
She says, well, I do not know. I do not know the outcome of where the status of the other Wanti, if that was just a ruse, if they weren't kind at all, if they were working with these evil ones, or if they were fighting groups. I don't know. But they are holding some of our people and killing our eggs, eating them. If you can help us, please. Saving the eggs, as many as possible, is our only concern. Obviously, any Ripley there, we would love to be returned to us safely, but the eggs, our future of our people, is at stake.
Of course, the future of your people and the food security of Candlekeep, it sounds like we have a great vested interest to work together on this. Have you ever been in battle before?
She says, when I was a younger frog, barely lost my tail. She kind of chuckles. She says,
Ribbit.
yeah. She says, I have fought mostly beasts. We've never been to war, if that's what you're asking, but we can defend our home, usually.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll need some help, just for the common defense. But obviously, we're here to assist. Do you have any other allies here that we can rely on,
She says,
or is it just you or a few of you?
She says, my people here are few in number. I'm sure if the Gripply held in the village are not too demoralized, they will come to your aid, but I have no one here I can spare.
Okay. Does that include yourself?
She nods, yeah. She's an old lady.
Okay.
But, Ragpock is also going to stay here with Chubbs. So it's just going to be you four and Katai.
Okay. Do you have any information on the specific whereabouts of these heathens at the moment?
Well, they are holding some of our people prisoner at the spawning pools. the brood pools, I think they're called. Yeah, where they are eating our eggs. That is your target. To keep those eggs safe, and they are also continuing to excavate that old site of the village.
Regarding the part that in the very beginning we're like, is there an obvious link between the first group of 1T and like the benevolent ones and the ones that came after to basically rape and pillage?
They're just that they're like the same like race of people. That's
They
about it.
look the same,
Yeah.
basically.
They got the same slanted eyes, forked tongues.
Okay.
Some of the Gripply, one of them like shoots his tongue out and catches a fly.
Seems we have work to do,
Let's
gentlemen
go kill some
and lady.
snakes.
Let's go kill some snakes.
Alright, so you guys get back on the boat and travel just a few more miles upstream to where Pragpok has told you is the best way to enter.
Are these like the spawning pools?
No, that's deeper into the village. You guys are just outside village. Let me describe this. There's all of these this maze of docks, columns of stone with platforms built around them, connected by rickety-looking gangways that touch the sea or disappear beneath the frothing waves, are arrayed before you. In the distance, you can see the marshy shore. Dark shapes move under the surface of the water, and flashes of red carapace draw the eye. This is not a safe place. So they drop you off. We're going to use this Aarakocra to represent the party because we got to go along these docks to get to the village this way. So the way this works is there are all sorts of giant crabs beneath the water, and every 100 feet, which is every square, we're gonna make a check.
Oh
Make
god,
sure we don't fuck up and alert
Alright.
these giant crabs.
I'm just gonna take off and fly over to the village.
Okay, they might see you. You see dark shapes on the water, on the shore above, and they have hostages.
Crab hostages? Oh shit.
Well, yeah, but also you see
Eggs.
some shapes. This is sort of the stealthy way to go in.
Here like fly in, they're gonna sense an attack and start killing them. Potentially.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was totally 100%, 1000% joking.
All right.
100, 1000.
I
No
need.
doors to kick in.
All right, I gave you guys control of the Kensei armor. That I'll put them there. So we're gonna do some checks, some group checks. Everybody needs to make a stealth.
Wait,
check.
before we start moving on the dock, like we just landed, and it's like an eerie situation. Like, let's say we do startle a crab. What's our plan? Like,
Kill
should
it.
we attack immediately? Like, should we all have like our weapons drawn and all attack at the same time? Is that possible?
We should definitely have our weapons drawn so we don't lose a turn doing that. Or an action.
It's fine.
Okay.
You can draw. It's fine. But
Yeah, because I'm not fucking around with like accidentally sounding the alarm. We need to be extremely careful here.
We do, and with you definitely need to be ready to fire. You have the best long range attack.
Yeah, I'm ready.
all right,
You may also want to
everybody.
be quiet.
Yeah, everybody needs to make Let me make sure that I have the scale right here before I doom everyone.
Just letting you guys know, I do have disadvantage with stealth, I think.
Well, it's kind of ridiculous. Like there's gonna be 5 rolls every block. Like we're gonna fuck this up.
It's a group check though, so
Okay.
only a majority of you have to make it. So everybody make a stealth check.
Okay.
Bitches!
That's the way to do it.
Is
Remember?
it even necessary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because a crit fail would cancel it out, right?
And somebody's gonna have to do the armor too. Oh man. I need Raleigh and the armor to both
sorry,
make
I'm lagging
it.
a little bit.
I got the armor.
The armor's sheet looks weird.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah, it's an
normal.
NPC.
Wait, how do we? There's no way to do the stealth. Oh, never mind.
You
Alright.
just click stealth.
Do the stealth.
Ooh.
God damn. 10, 10, 10. The fuck?
Hold on. Okay, so I need half, and you always round down. So that means I only needed 2 to make it. So you guys are good. You move
thank
forward.
God.
Alright, so now we do
No.
it again.
Yeah, I can do it too, everyone, if you guys want me to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would just be easier.
Yeah, let's do that, I guess.
Because we're going to have to do it every step, so you might as well just.
Ooh,
What's that?
all right.
Disadvantage.
God
Oh,
damn
Wow.
it.
armor.
She's got big armor,
That's
yeah.
fucking bullshit.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah, alright. At this point, there's going to be 1d4 plus 2 giant crabs that crawl up from below
Ugh.
and attempt to kill you guys. So we're gonna have 5 crabs.
What the fuck?
We're here to help the crabs. Come on, crabs.
The crabs are like cows.
We're here to help the crabs get slaughtered by the Gripply and sold to us. Come on.
Yeah.
We're trying to make sure that the babies aren't eaten, right?
Oh my god.
And someone failed again on initiative.
Alright, this giant crab scuttles up. This is gonna try and pinch at Resme. This is gonna take a while. Alright. Oh no, range is only 5. Okay, well.
That obviously will miss.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, like, stand on top of each other to attack. Sorry, the scale's fucked.
Oh fuck.
So just target and then walk forward on top of them and then do your shit.
I'll attack this one right here.
Can I use my
Alright.
bow?
No, we'll have the disadvantage.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
You can still use it, but you just have disadvantage.
Actually, I don't have the my new bow in my inventory.
Yeah, you do. Dragon Wing short bow.
That's it.
Last one on your weapons inventory, and then weapons is the first section.
Okay, so 12 damage. It's still alive.
Just barely, yeah.
Alright, I'll swing again.
Oh, I had a cure pulled out my bed.
It bounces right off. Went at the wrong angle. Wait,
So
you gotta
it-
make sure you move back.
Oh shit, yeah.
It is Raleigh's turn.
Alright, so Raleigh swings with his rapier at the one, like, closest to him in the water. Yeah, that one.
Sneak attack. Within 5 feet.
Yeah, go ahead and roll sneak attack.
Yes. Damn.
How you want to do this?
Raleigh just like sees the crab coming up, and then as it's coming up, he like just puts the point of his dagger out, and the crab just comes up into the dagger and kills itself. And then Raleigh just shakes his head and pulls the dagger out or the rapier out, and looks at the next one like coming up into the water, like out of the water. Then ends turn.
All right, with combat, I feel like I shouldn't be the one controlling this guy.
I'll
Should be somebody else. Yeah.
I'll control him. All right.
Well, that's why I said I was next. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh. Who did that?
Jacob did it. You can do an unarmed strike too, like a monk, and he has key points and shit.
Unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Yeah.
I say we just take turns in who fights with him. Whoopsh. Oh, you missed. Let's see, anything else?
Not unless you want to flurry of blows. I need to put on his key. I don't know how to do that. I might have to change the way his sheet looks to do it or something. Maybe use legendary actions since he has like 7 or whatever.
I'm gonna be all like, yeah! Oh. And then I was like, yeah! Aha! Punched the fuck out of that crab. But it's still crab, so it didn't hurt him that bad. I won't use any points.
Alright, this crab's gonna scuttle up and claw you. And scuttle back.
Ah!
Kahim's turn.
God damn it. This doesn't. Oh, y'all have been moving like over it, right?
Yeah, you have to walk over if you're gonna. Yeah.
Alright, so do dagger plus green flame blade.
Missed.
Yeah.
Alright, how do you want to do this?
The 12 missed. Let's do another one.
Hold on.
That was weird.
That hit. Yeah. Well,
Kahim stabbed himself. What the fuck?
Yeah, quit targeting yourself.
I can rebuke of the talisman myself. Kahim blasts himself into the sky, fucking after stabbing himself in the face. Yeah, and then.
Well, you do hit with that one. Take him out. This green crab is gonna target our armor friend.
No!
No! My precious child! I would
My
die for him.
precious skeleton child.
Alright. If I can remember how to do this. Yes. Alright, that's a miss.
Foolish samurai.
This guy's gonna try and pinch out a Kier now.
At moi?
He goes, pinch.
I block him with my bracers. Like,
Wonder Woman ass.
he grows to like pinch
That's
with
my
his big
turn.
old claw and it pinches my bracers.
I'll go up and I will attack with my longsword. Ah, damn it, hold on.
No, Johnny, don't do it. Nice.
It's looking rough.
I'll swing again.
Oh shit! I get 2 attacks. It doesn't have to be unarmored.
Oh yeah, you get 2 attacks and a slap.
Yep.
Alright.
I forgot that last time too.
I will end my turn.
Raleigh's turn. Oh, let me make sure this can't say armors.
So
Friend. No. Friend.
still like generally unimpressed, like with how this whole situation is going. Does the same thing. Wait. Raleigh's target is 100 away. That's not
It's-
Yeah, you have to walk on top of them because
okay.
it the scale's off on this map.
Okay. Ooh. Swing and a miss. The tip of my rapier just kind of dinged off the soft crab shell. But Raleigh was like, I will definitely give it a little bit harder swing next time. End turn.
Alright, who wants to be the Kensei?
Eric?
I can do it.
Oh, Andrew.
Aren't we switching
Everybody's like,
off?
dibs.
Yeah, I did it last time.
Okay. So how do I do this? I just click the guy. Okay.
You'll have to go over the guy that you're targeting to.
Right. Alright, so I just go to his abilities, or what? How do I do this? I'm in his character sheet.
Yeah, just use the katana once.
Just
and
hit the
then
roll. Yeah. Okay.
katana and then an unarmed strike. That's all that you can do. Oh, I think we found the one, maybe.
Why isn't it rolling? It won't roll. He is targeted. How do I make this? How do I make him target? Okay, maybe that's doing it now. Let's
Yeah,
see.
same.
There we go.
Ooh!
Oh shit!
Baby.
Do I need to do I even need to roll the unarmed strike?
Um,
Probably not.
we'll
It's
see
already
what it
bloody.
does. Alright. Yeah, 16 health, yeah.
So,
I see. Yeah.
so that killed him, right?
Yes.
So he kind of looked over. He did the same thing as Raleigh. He just put his like rapier like in the water, and like the crab like just like kind of swirled into it. It's like a stupid crab, and Raleigh's just kind of gives him a head nod, like one little head peck nod, and then he kind of does like a sensei like short bow, and retrieves his sword. Ends his turn.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
Use.
I shall target this guy. Okay, how about I actually hit one? Jesus. Whoa, don't apply that. You apply the 7.
What the hell was that?
So I tell it to not do the javelin or the spear of lightning or whatever, the lightning damage, and yet it still rolls the fucking damage every time. Like I literally tell it, no, don't apply this, and then it does it. Because it asks me
Sorry.
every time I roll it if I want to
I'm not
apply
trying
it.
to kill him that hard. Come on.
I can only do it once per day, so like, I definitely do not want to be using that on some shitty crabs.
Shitty crab.
So I did 7 damage to him, whatever he was at before.
Yeah, I know. It's one click for me to undo damage.
Okay.
So it's. Oh wait, you did this one on the right?
No,
This one?
this
Oh,
one.
this one. Okay. Oh yeah, he's looking pretty fucked.
Is he still there? Doesn't show.
Just barely.
I can't.
Oh, Why is he invisible? I don't know how that happened. Oh, because it said you killed him, so it made him invisible.
Makes sense.
Hell yeah, you did.
That's what happens to all of us when we die.
So,
Alright, how you want to do this?
I have my spear, and as he's coming towards me, I swipe at his legs, and on his right side, I chop off 3 of his crab legs, and he kind of falls down, like into the water. And as he falls down, like as he's falling into the water, I have like a empowered fist coming and just punch him right in the fucking face and crack his shell. And just he continues falling down to his death in the water.
Fuck yeah.
Kahim's turn. There's but one giant crab left.
God damn it.
And this thing is only like 10 feet wide. So you'll have to go into resume space. But whatever.
+3 thunder.
Alright, how do you want to do this?
Before the final crab was struck, I tore open a portal in time! Yeah. Team gets a satisfying purple beam directly in the center of it, leaving only 2 little claws that fall into the water, like to the side of where he hits.
Just like that, it splashes into the water. You guys are able to move, I'm gonna say, like 500 or so, without having to make another stealth check before you come across some more crabs. So we will make everyone do a stealth check, and we'll see if you disturb any more.
Are you gonna just roll for us? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, oh, even with that 1 and that crit fail, you guys still manage to get around.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Sorry guys, my bad. I yell out loud.
Resme just farts really loud. It's like, sorry guys.
That one not so much. So
Yikes.
we will have another
Damn it.
5
think
crabs.
5 more crabs.
If there's an instance where my D4 can help, I want to add it. By the way.
Yeah, the DC is 20 here. So half
think I
of
need
you
to
have to
restart
make
that
20
one.
or higher. Okay.
I had to reload.
Yikes. Half something 20 Yikers.
It won't help.
Nope. No one, yeah.
Nope.
Initiative!
We should rename Kensei armor into Katai. Okay. Jeebus.
Okay.
Okay.
He's going first.
Woo! Dallas, Eric, one of you two.
Eric, go.
Okay.
You've played a monk.
Make sure you target.
Oh shit.
This is a simplified version of what we would have. Still cool, but simplified.
Just gonna use the katana.
Bro, this guy's dishing out some fucking damage.
He gets
his
2 attacks.
Just an unarmed strike
Okay.
for now.
But is that giant crab pretty fucked up?
No, it's dead.
Oh,
You
it's
killed
dead.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, dude. I'm already liking this armor.
Alright.
Did you end your turn? You're not gonna do an unarmed strike on the other crab?
Oh shit, I didn't even.
God, new monk player over here, jeez.
Yeah.
He just like zoom in really close into Eric Crowcraft. Like he's just pissed. He's like, guys, come on. Like we're almost ashore.
Alright, it's pretty fucked up. It is this crabby's turn though, and it's gonna target Akir
What?
with its claws. Pinch, pinch, pinch.
Again,
These things need to
blocked with
fuck off.
bracers.
These guys are also gonna go in for here.
That one is dodge because he's slow and sucks.
Resume's turn.
Yeah, I will target this motherfucker.
Alright. How you want to do this?
I just like I go in, I swipe its like one of its claws off, and then I just spear it in the head like in one like swoop. Sorry, I've been playing a lot of Jedi Survivor. But he did, like some cool ass cow kill.
Hell yeah. Are you finito? Mussolini?
I'll go down here.
You're gonna get an attack of opportunity from this gentleman crab.
Oh, I thought he's dead.
No, you targeted this one.
That was my last that I killed with Katai.
No,
Yeah.
you killed.
That one died to Katai.
Yeah.
Oh, it fucking redid it because that's the one I just deleted. Okay, so this one is still alive then.
Okay, well then I can't do anything else because he is not dead.
Just make sure you adjust your target when you use Katai.
Yeah.
That's what I did target the one over
Game's fucky.
here.
Target my time.
Because I targeted this one when I did the unarmed strike.
No!
Right, takes his first damage. Akira's turn.
The first damage. Fuck yeah, look at his health.
Alright, don't apply. Oh. It probably doesn't matter. 12 damage. Not. Okay, there's gotta be a way to turn that off.
Not 5 million.
12 damage. Okay. He's still barely there.
There has to be a way I can turn that off.
Yeah, just remove it from the weapon and it will make another entity that does that damage, like sneak attack.
Okay, it's 4d6 lightning.
We'll work on it. He's
Alright.
still alive, but just barely.
Alright, I removed it, so let's see if it does not do it. What? Wait, I'm confused. Okay, I removed the damage. I guess that was weird.
Okay, but you didn't actually do that, right? Because you already attacked.
I get 2 attacks.
Oh, so he is dead then.
Yeah. So on this one, I just give him like 2 quick slashes on either side of him, on his main body. Then I have a spinning backhand punch to this guy. I miss him because he was behind me and I couldn't quite see exactly where he was at.
Alright. Whoop. This guy's gonna go Kahima pinching.
No, but not really.
Raleigh's turn. Oh, dude. The guy got katana brained.
Yeah. Yeah, Katai fights with the katana inside of his skull.
Look at the top left katana. It's like a sword with handles on both ends. Damn.
I'm reloading Foundry again. It was just like a white screen, so it's refreshing right now. Again, part of the problem is I'm on just like a mobile hotspot.
Ah.
How do I send prompts to the AI?
You
have
just
to pay
tell
for
us,
it?
because you have to have a subscription, so just type whatever you want and I'll type it in.
Almost there. All right, there we go.
You have to
Zooming
prompt
in.
it weirder than you think you would have to. If that makes sense.
Oh, I like the one with this hood here. I want to see what that looks like.
All right, so
Ooh.
I guess Raleigh's just gonna go for this bloodied one. Close to him.
The one in the top left looks like it has like clown hair or something.
Does that hit?
Top left.
nothing.
No, that's a miss. Yeah.
Oh. R.A.P.
Whether or not that fits for him, that's just cool ass art.
Yeah.
I actually
It is
love
Beam's
that
turn.
one. Like, I actually think that's fucking awesome.
He's got like little weird shits looking up at him. I actually kind of like that. I might just.
I like that
No.
one the best so far.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't have the headdress, but it seems to struggle with trying to do that.
What's 3?
Oh, he dead.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna finish my move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is my turn now? Go. Oh, no, it's not.
What? It went a little fucking cyberpunk on yours, though.
Oh, great. Missed. Alright, unarmed strike.
Nope.
Variations look worse.
Alright, well,
I feel like variations looking worse is the common thing for like everything. This is my guy who hates Akir.
Yeah, fuck you.
Resme
Good
is actually.
I
nature.
fight back his claw with my katana, with my spear.
Hey, Kensei Martial Arts on Katai says while it's unarmed or wielding monk weapons and is not wearing armor. So does Kensei
Yeah.
that does not apply for Katai?
No, he's not wearing armor because he is the armor.
Oh shit! What the fuck? I'll take it. Okay.
meta as hell.
Oh yeah, it's not in his fucking inventory, huh?
Yeah.
That giant hit that giant crab. We hit it again. Alright. I kill that one.
Yes, you do. It is Akira's turn. Yeah. That's gonna do it.
Oh god damn it, I was muted. So yeah, I'm like running up towards him and I completely impale him through like the center mass with the spear, and it sticks, like the spear sticks to the dock, and then I rip it out of the crab and kick off the crab off the dock back into the water. and then
Hell
and
yeah.
then look ahead as I continue.
Alright, you guys get to move 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 right there. Okay. Time for another group stealth check. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not gonna help. Time
Plus
for some more crabs.
4.
No, we need 2 people to make 20 or up.
God
6
damn.
more crabs.
6 more bullshit.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I mean, if we were stealthier, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Says the guy who has plus 10.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like yelling over a resume. If we were stealthier.
Yeah, like actually yelling. Yeah. As the crowds are coming up.
Maybe if someone with some big heavy feet wasn't stomping around.
Big, heavy
feet.
feet. It is Kahim's turn first. There are many a giant crab scuttling out from under these rickety bullshits.
Plus, well, Green Flame Blade doesn't matter now. The second one. Plus 3.
Okay.
7.
This is looking a little rough. This giant crab is gonna pinch the fuck out of Kahim.
No.
Better not.
What? No, he's not. Oh, I hit
Better
accidentally targeting Akira
My
as
AC
well.
12.
Oh! Get pinched. What is your AC?
It's supposed to be 15.
Did you equip the armor? Nope.
What the fuck? I equipped it. Oh, probably after the 20 update.
There.
14. The fuck?
12 plus dex is 14.
Gave me 15.
Raleigh's turn.
Yes.
All those swords.
Okay. Okay, we'll hold up though.
What?
Oh no, sorry, I'm talking about the you're good.
Okay. I'm gonna roll my sneak attack.
Dude, I think this is the one. The one that just posted.
With his skeleton knees.
Yeah, do you see his completely jacked forearms? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that are bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, the skull knee. Fuck yeah.
Dude, hell yeah.
He's got 2 skull knees, I guess. I don't know what that
A little
one is.
shrimp.
Alright. You definitely take him out.
So just still kind of in the throes of trying to sneak by, kind of quietly. Just Raleigh takes that, just a swipe, kind of overhand down into the water and cuts the crab in half. Just kind of generally satisfied and not feeling very threatened by these things in general. And ends turn.
The next step in AI art will be, okay, I like this image. Now take this image and add this or subtract this from it.
Alright, I'll
Yeah.
go to this crab.
There's already like a fuse one, but that's 2 images.
Yeah. I did that with Darth Vader and Sauron. When it like first came out. That was fucking awesome.
Nerd. Or geek.
Loser.
Loser.
I've heard this call before.
I'll bet you have.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
How you want to do this?
Kraken score.
I just like slice it in half, and I'm just like, I'm tired of slashing.
That's how we can tell you're not a fighter. Katai's turn. Somebody pick him up.
Should be Dallas's turn.
Yeah.
Oh, it hit the guy in the face for that goal.
Oh wait. Katana.
A wrist shot.
Katana
hit
and
one of-
unarmed strikes. It's like this. Oh, okay. Katana has a slightly. Wait. But if you do Katana, that means you can't take an unarmed strike as a bonus action.
No,
Right?
you can't. You can.
Oh.
Yeah, anytime you take the attack action, you can. Ho, how you want to do this?
Katai dances elegantly around that other crab and is going to straight up stick it, like in the bottom of its carapace, and raise it up into the air and throw it aside.
Damn. Cunningly brutal.
Brutally cunning.
Are you gonna do an unarmed strike against the one next to you?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, gotta make sure you're targeting it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Throwing it aside puts off his balance slightly, so he can't do shit.
This crab's gonna try pinching and fail. Akir's turn. You're being accosted by crabs. You're being
gonna-
crabsted by
I'm
cost.
gonna crabs them back. Except that one's not going to.
They're immune to crab damage. Ooh. Oh, how you want to do this?
Hell yeah. This one I parry back one of his giant pincers at me, and as he rears back, I do a swift strike up with my spear that lops that giant crab claw off, and then I punch him right in the eyeball, in one of his gross crab eyeballs.
Nice. You backs crabbed him.
Alright, it's Kahim's turn.
+3 thunder.
He's looking rough. You gotta add that 3 thunder. Oh yeah, he fucking dead
Yes.
with whatever just happened.
Game lunges and puts 2 fucking daggers in the top of its fucking chitinous shell. And moves over here. Yeah.
Oh no! I think I just killed somebody.
Oh hell yeah.
I think Raleigh
Is it
died.
Raleigh?
Yeah.
No.
So I was trying to delete the crab, and then like right whenever you
Thanos showed up and just like snapped him.
yeah, hold on. I have to roll something before I can set it. Lol. How do I set them in the initiative order?
Update combatant and like right click the
Oh, that's so annoying. Cause you were next, so you're gonna get a 17. Alright, Raleigh's turn. There we go.
Sometimes I'm like, I missed a rally, man. God damn it. I'm reloading Foundry again. Do you want to roll for me, DM?
Sure.
Or just attack one?
Come up with your rapier. And you hit.
That's
and
the best
you'll also
one.
Do your sneak attack. Yeah, that's crazy looking. Alright, you take him out. With mild damage to the party, I think we're almost done. Alright, time to switch up the music back to investigating a good mystery. Okay. So after negotiating the maze, you've come across this sort of low wall that you've Gripply have constructed to keep the crabs out and stuff. It's made of like intertwined branches, like reinforced with like these big vines and trees and stuff. It is hinged on the sides and like split in the middle, so you guys can like open it and swim. Or you can sort of kind of hop over it and get onto dry land.
I'll fly over it to dry land.
Alright. You guys are on dry land now, and you see the dark shapes that were there just before you. As several snake-like humanoids are there with you. I'm going to... Just let me pull up like a... something. Like any fucking scale. Actually, let me set the scale on this. Now that we're done, I don't need the scale to be 100. The scale will be 5 again. Presto changeo. Probably should have done that before. Okay, so you guys jump over. You see several snake-like purebloods that were patrolling and waiting for you.
Ew!
We are going to jump into combat.
Are you fucking kidding me? 3 fucking
Again,
goals.
folks.
God damn it.
Damn, Katai's on a roll. It's his turn.
Okay, so your stream is ahead of me by about 10 seconds, because I just saw it.
Well, I got the ESPN update.
Gotcha.
I just saw it too. Okay.
Oh, god damn it.
So wait, how did we proc all these snake people again? Were we not...
They were
just
waiting for us.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I needed to reroll initiative on those two.
Should we try and, like, reason with them or talk to them at all?
Fuck yeah. I don't know, we went into combat. I don't know if we... We're here to kill them, aren't we?
Yeah, they're the ones
but I mean,
eating
like,
the
this
babies.
eradicating, there's no telling how many there are. I mean, snake dens could have hundreds.
Right, but I mean, like, we're here to kill them, they're waiting on us. I don't think there's gonna be a negotiating.
Right.
Yeah, we're
Raleigh's
the
turn.
only good snake is a dead snake.
Eric fucking loves snakes.
I fucking hate snakes, and you know that.
I know. He used to text you pictures of snakes all the time.
I know. So much for respecting my fears when you
I should
learned
do
about
that
it.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna forego my use of Katai. I don't want to use Katai. I haven't played Monk before. Like literally everyone but me and Andrew have fucking played Monk.
I mean,
he's
you
got.
He's not a
stab
full
him with
monk,
a katana, and like just katana unarmed strike each time.
Though. Yeah.
And he has the.
He has key.
Yeah, and he has.
What level is he?
All
He's
key
level
is just
6,
like you get like
but I
3
need to
spells,
add it.
basically. They use key.
Raleigh takes a shot at the snake in the water and hits it. First shot with the bow, feels good. Got a little extra
Nice.
sneak attack damage, and hands over the reins to Akir.
Yeah. Here, slap this bitch with my spear. Did I miss her? Did I slap at her again? Hit her this time. Wha!
He
How
is
is she
looking
bloody?
pretty rough.
Got smacked twice.
Well, no, that's the one that got shot too by Raleigh. Looking pretty rough, and it is the one right next to her's turn. Let's see what she's gonna do. She is going to target Kier, and she is going to use her poison spray. Need you to make a con save. Or take 6 poison damage. Alright, you're fine.
Or not.
But this one right next to you is going to be swinging on you twice with her scimitar. I thought I said twice. Miss and a miss. This one's gonna run up on Akir as well and start swinging with advantage. Damn, I cannot catch a break. Kahim's turn.
It's 3 thunder.
Oh, she did. How you want to do this?
Kahim completely zorps the one that he can see next to Akir, and they are just fucking decapitated by that shit. See if I can redirect the Eldritch Blast.
Redirect it.
Or like I get 2 shots. Creates more than 1 beam. Can direct the beams at the same target or at different ones. Make a set. Okay, cool. And then he's going to shoot a beam at that one.
Ooh, that's definitely a hit. Resume's turn.
Resume takes a swing at the nasty bitch in front of her with her long.
I miss.
And I will hit them with Divine Smite.
Alright. Roller.
Um, 2d8.
You using a second level spell slot?
No, it's just that's the
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
the
That's the regular.
yeah.
Regular one. 12. She's looking rough.
And I will end my turn.
This one is gonna swing on Katai, because Katai just fucked her up. This one is going to run over to Akir. Screeching. And swinging. Crits on Akir! See what that does. It's thinking real hard about it. Ooh, fuck. 12 damage. And their second swing is a miss. Alright, before Katai has a chance to go, a few more come up from behind you guys. We'll roll initiative for them. And now it is Kai's turn. Katai, not Kai. Blah. Who's rolling for Katai this combat? Just do it per combat.
I'll do it.
I should probably opt out only because my game is a little sketch. I keep having to refresh Foundry.
Alright, I will stab with katana. Or slash with katana.
Ooh. You, yeah. Definitely hit her.
Then unarmed strike.
She's looking pretty rough.
What do key points do again? I'll
Played a
I need
month
to
for
set
like
up-
a year and a half. Come on.
Yeah. I need to set up key on his sheet. It's like not even there yet. I don't really know how to do it on an NPC.
I'll just end Katai's turn.
Raleigh's turn.
See if I can do it this time.
Disconnected with that.
No, it's still connected. It's just
Well, not
will
much
you
the
roll
rest
for
of
me
Star's
again?
game.
Ethan?
Yeah. I don't know which one you're targeting. The one that Katai's been fucking up?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. With your bow.
Yes, the new bow.
Right. Alright, right between the fucking eyes. She's down.
Excellent.
This one's gonna rush. Actually, what's her bow look like?
So what do we have? 8 enemies now?
Yeah, some more came in. I'm trying to see. Okay. This one is gonna use her bow to target Raleigh because he just shot. He's gonna shoot once. He's gonna shoot twice. And miss both times. Akira's turn.
Guess I'll target this bitch 'cause she's hurt.
So it's
Zoids.
Just Zoids.
Dude, what's with that weird ass octopus kid in the bottom right?
What the fuck?
Ah,
Yeah.
shit. Ignore the second one. Double click it.
Ah!
Did I
Okay,
triple
so we
click?
will.
Just Zoids.
That was a cool show.
Zoids
Yeah,
was
it
cool.
was.
Fuck yeah.
Alright. Is it Akira's turn done?
Yes.
Alright, this one's going to scooch over. And try to scimitar Akira a couple times. Failures all around.
This
This one is going to target Kahim with her short bow once.
literally
Short bow going twice. It's gonna hit Kahim twice.
Yikes.
Kahim's looking kind of rough.
Wait, did more of them show up? Wait.
Yep.
Yes.
This one's
Exactly
also going
four.
to target Kahim with her short bow. And miss. Once more, a horrid miss. Kahim's turn.
Fuck. Hold on, check out that gift I just got. Alright. Hmm. $15. 15. And well, actually,
How people haven't used Midjourney yet to create some awesome alien, like, ideas for some badass movies or something. It's crazy. And just use that as inspiration. Take that right there. Make a whole new world.
A whole new world.
A whole new world.
don't you dare close your eyes. That's game theme song. Fuck you guys. A wall of wind erupts from the water betwixt us and the new combatants here.
Oh, is that the one that fucks up?
Projectiles.
Nice.
Hey, we got our art now. It's official. Last one.
His little doll.
Oh, dude. Yeah, what the fuck?
All right, Resume's turn. Oh shit! Wow, a crit and you roll a 7? You rolled a 2 and a 1.
That is
I know.
absolutely stupid. Crit should do max damage no matter what.
That's a variant. They're also doing I forgot what the variant is.
What's the
that they're
point of a
trying
crit
out.
if you roll a 2 and a 1? It's so stupid.
Alright, that will end my turn.
One of these should eventually hit.
Both of them.
Hey,
We've been saying that for like 3 months.
I don't know. One of them didn't.
I think they both applied. But
It's not letting me hit a flag because one of them still did not give damage.
Mine showed 3 and 3. So you should be at 24. Yeah. Yeah, it whispers it to me. Sometimes it doesn't show up, but
I'm gonna run out of my $10 subscription so fast.
yeah. So this
these
one
are useless?
yeah.
If you get the
This
$30
one's-
or was it $20 one?
So this one's gonna try and shoot at Resume, and it's not gonna work. So she's gonna try to walk through it. What happens when she goes into it?
Her hair gets all messed up.
When the wall appears, creature takes 3d8. That's it. When the wall appears. Okay, so she doesn't even have to do a check. Alright. Well, she'll walk through it and she'll shoot at Resume again.
What the fuck?
And miss. Katai's turn.
Katai will walk down right here, and he will swing with his katana.
What?
And then do an unarmed strike.
Amazing.
Now that's how you roll damage, Eric. Max damage and unarmed strike.
Alright, so that will end Katai's turn.
It is Raleigh's turn. What the hell is that? Oh, look at that one that has a skull on top of his head.
Yeah.
That is a skull. And then his shoulders are little mini skulls, and then he has a skull chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can play it for you again.
Okay, thanks.
Run over here with your rapier. Hit. And then we will sneak attack. And you run her right through.
Yeah, so I'd get a nice, like, kind of glazing bow, or glazing, like, hit with the rapier that kind of just slices the snake open long ways. Just, like, twitches to death. Very satisfying. Flip of my coon tail and end my turn.
The
Right.
coontail.
This one's gonna run over and try and shoot at Raleigh. That one missed. And then shoot again. That's another miss. I swear I saw it roll something higher, but that's 3 misses now, but whatever. Akira's turn. Max damage. Fucking impale that bitch. Nice. This is the one that was shooting at Kahim. She's gonna keep trying to shoot at Kahim.
Or
I think
not.
that one's a hit. It'll figure itself out in a second. Kahim takes an arrow to the shoulder and collapses.
God damn it.
You want to do death saves as private rolls?
Sure, yeah. You can do that. That's always fun. This one is gonna aim at Akir. Oh, dang it, stop targeting Kahim, bastards. Couple of misses. Kahim's turn.
Fuck, I forgot where death saves were.
You can actually just do the bar under utility death saves. But it's also, yeah. Alright. The save failed! It is Resme's turn. Your friend Kahim has fallen unconscious.
I will go over to Kahim, and if I do lay on hands, that gives him the hit points, right? Gets him up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hit points
I
If I
mean
heal him, it
alive
heals him, right?
and ready to fight. Yeah.
I give him 10 hit points.
Ooh.
And
Alright, make
that's
sure to
my action, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I will.
Make sure to, like, mark it down on your
I did.
sheet. Yeah.
And I will. Oh. I'll go right here with next to Akir and end my turn. Kahim,
This
stop
one-
getting your ass beat.
This one is going to shoot once at Riley.
I'm like the
and
furthest away
Raleigh.
from enemies. Come on.
Stop taunting them from over there.
Bunch of wind walls and shit.
Look at me, I'm foreign. Alright, a whole bunch of misses, but one of them hits. And it'll figure itself out, I guess. Katai's turn.
Eric, do Katai.
Oh shit, Katai. Oh, so used to being my bad, guys. Katai
Johnson
will-
Pure Blood targeted 2 people. It says it missed Rally though. No, it hit. Wait, what?
Yeah, it shot twice. It's fine. It hit at Raleigh once, I think.
He'll hit with his katana.
Oh, nice. Dude, he's been dishing out some damage. He's been getting high on his damage rolls.
And he will end his turn.
Raleigh's turn.
Alright, I'm
And
in
someone
game.
said we shouldn't choose him.
I guess I'll shoot for this one by the shore.
That's a hit. No sneak attack on that one though, but definitely a hit.
Okay.
Are you gonna move or just chill there?
I don't really have any reason to move. Unless, is there anything I can do to help Kahim?
Stay right
there. Yeah.
Stay right there.
Draw,
there. Or stay
draw
right
their
in front.
fire.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I'll stay here. I'm good. Then turn.
Alright, this one is going to swing on Katai because he just really fucked her up. The rolls damage so quick on the misses. Akira's turn.
Get on the backside, and we kind of do the same thing. Or while he's hitting her, I'm smacking her on the other side, and she's trying to fight off both of us. Dude, I've rolled so low on all of my damage. I've hit a lot.
Alright, yeah, she's gone. How you want to do this? 3 hits. That's pretty good.
So yeah, kind of the same thing as before. She's turned to face Katai, and I kind of just get on her side and start slashing at her with my spear, and then give her a punch to the side of the temple, and then I move up here.
And it's that one's turn. Alright, this one is going to aim her bow over at Kahim, who she will have disadvantage on because he is prone. So that is a miss. It is not going to hit Kahim, god damn it. Oh dude, you're double prone.
Oh shit, I am.
Oh
I'm
shit.
drowning, like under the waves.
He's upside. He's face down, just struggling.
Alright, one more. Disadvantaged shot. Miss. Kahim's turn.
Kahim with his prone ass.
Maybe don't stand up.
Yeah, is standing up an action?
It's just
Costs half your movement.
Oh, that's right. I don't need to move. Just fucking remove prone. Then here. And we'll roll on that bitch. +3. Thunder.
Okay. Alright.
And then once more.
That's a hit.
It's resume.
Resume's turn.
Resume will run up to this bitch. I will swipe again on this bitch.
How you gonna do this?
I cut off her snaky woman head and yell out, "A good snake is a dead snake."
Damn rip. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
This one's gonna move down. Try to shoot Raleigh once. That should be a hit. It never likes to hit Raleigh. Never likes to do damage to Raleigh. Okay. It only shows up once. It rolled for me. There it goes. It's so weird. It showed like a different value. It showed like a 20 for me at first. But that's that. Katai's turn. Holy shit, this music's intense.
It's called Assault of Tenacity. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, Katai will move to this one. And attack with his katana.
Minimum damage, yes, thank you.
And then unarmed strike.
Maximum damage, no.
He will end his turn. I love how he's just like slashing and then
Raleigh's
just
turn.
punching them.
Yeah. You can do kicks too. It is Raleigh's turn.
Okay. Let's see if we're up. No, it's not up. I'm sorry.
You just gonna shoot him?
Yes.
That's a hit. That's a hit. And then the good old sneak attack. You take him out. Right to the dome.
We like that.
It is Akira's turn.
Akir will do something.
Better not.
With my movement speed of 45, I can fly over there. Shwa! Take this! How about this one? Fuck you!
Oof.
How about this one?
Alright, there's a hit in there
I'm gonna move to the
somewhere.
other side of her because I have 10 more movement speed. So.
Fuck you, bitch.
Kahim's turn.
+3 thunder.
Oh, +3 thunder. She's looking quite rough. Resume's turn. I don't even know if she.
Resume,
Yeah.
30 feet. I'd measured.
How you want to do this to end this combat?
Yes.
I'll just slice her head off and just like thank God we're done with these filthy creatures.
You like
Thank
the
God.
commentating.
It's eerily quiet.
Yeah, I would like for us to find somewhere to hunker down and take a short rest
Yeah.
before we proceed any further.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
The party finds a small mud hut on the outside of the village.
A mutt.
Closes the wicker door shut. And, yeah. Guys take a quick rest. Actually, I guess you guys are... Yeah. Okay.
Oh, how do I short rest this guy?
I don't really know. You just roll hit die.
What are
Right, so
hit?
you can click on him, and it has underneath his character profile has a little D6.
Oh,
Wait,
oh,
no,
this is arm. No,
yeah, that's not what we want.
I don't know what happened. He did have...
well, there's nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened, but his shit just reset to whatever his random is.
Oh.
That's fine.
He's at 39. He was at 33, I think. So gaining.
Let's wrap it up, gentlemen.
All right. Yes, that was good. I need bed.
Yes, so you guys hunker down, take a short rest. We will explore the rest of the village tomorrow, Sunday.
Tomorrow's
Tomorrow, aka.
I will have to be like
7 days.
as sneaky as possible to try and avoid extra bullshit.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Have a good
All
evening,
right.
gentlemen.
Peace.
Later,
Good up in the
boys.
DM.
Fuck working tomorrow.
Oh, fuck